What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a very, very special edition of Robeytech. Today we are partnering with ASUS and AMD to build a budget build because people, honestly, I feel like there's still a lot of people sleeping on this, and I thought it was really cool for ASUS and AMD to reach out to me to talk to us about the Radeon RX 9060 XT. And so what we did is we took some time, we put our noggins together. We worked with the powers that be and came up with a really, really cool budget build. It's $1,200. It's a fantastic both 1080p and 1440p gaming rig. We got performance numbers, all that sort of stuff. We're going to show you a little bit about that, show you how to build it. It should be a really, really, really fun show, and it's a great way to end kind of the weekend. So I'm excited and go from there. Somebody says, why not a 5090? Well, because that doesn't cost $1,200, and most people don't have the money for a 5090. Now, again, this is a 1440p 1080p rig, not a 4K rig. Again, if we have other budget builds that we've highlighted on that, but today we're going to be focusing on the AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT. And again, huge shout out to AMD and ASUS for sponsoring today's stream and allowing us to show you something cool, which is actually fun. And then, by the way, everybody just keep Blondie in mind, because apparently there's some like bad weather going through there or something like that. So, and I'm going to Phoenix. I'm in Arizona tomorrow. So can you please get the bad weather out of there, Blondie? I would really appreciate that if you could. That would be awesome. You can use, yes, no. So Deer, I would not use a 5090 for 1080p gaming. You're literally wasting. All you're doing is CPU bounding your gaming at that point in time. 1440p makes a lot of sense, but all in all, that's 5080 is kind of the most that I would basically spend on a 1080p system if you were really going for it. And then even at that point in time, but obviously pairing with a 9800 X3D or 9950 X3D. But it's good to see you guys, and Blondie just takes the wind out of my sails. She's like, it should be 95 when you're here. That's not a good number. Like 78, 79.
We know how Blondie is with high numbers.
Yeah, I know. She's just like, yeah, exactly. We know how Blondie is with high numbers and clicks and all that stuff too. So, all in all, that doesn't make me feel better. But anyway, guys, it's good to see you guys. Any good plans for the weekend? Any big plans for the weekend? No. It's 63. Yeah. What is the temperature here? It's like, it's 60. It's 60 here, but it's 60 and sunny. It's supposed to get up to like 69 or something like that. So it should be good. Did the last build get finished? No. The problem is that the MOBO was bad, just like we said it was, so we're replacing the motherboard and getting that done. I will update it, and you guys will, of course, see pictures. We have Brian, who takes unbelievable pictures of our builds, so, yeah, there he is. We'll definitely get some shots of that once it's fixed and all that stuff. It'll be probably sometime next week. The replacement motherboard came in this morning, so we should be able to get that done very, very soon. Oh, Oregon International Air Show. That's what Al Factors is doing. That's pretty cool. We just got finished with the air show over at NAS Oceana, which was awesome. So that should be cool. Valorant drop in 3 gifted subs. Landsworth drop in 10 gifted subs. You guys are amazing. Super appreciate that. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, guys, it's going to be fun. So who's ready to talk about the parts we're putting inside today's build? By the way, we need to get through this curse. Luckily yesterday the build posted, which was awesome, but today we need to do just a regular Robeytech show, have a regular build post, and everything go good. And how can you show error? It's the things that are in the air, Kurosaki, but I love it. By the way, did you guys, I had a thought, and I just want to share it with you. Did you know, if you watch Jaws backwards, it's like, honestly, it's like a heartwarming story about a shark who gives arms and legs back to people who really need them. Like, if you thought about that, like, this is the stuff that keeps me up at night. So, it says, Robes, if you had to pick between an Apple Watch worn on the wrist, a regular wristwatch, a pocket watch worn on the vest, or an Apple Watch converted into a pocket watch through a conversion kit for casual, formal, and sporty situations, which would you pick? An Apple Pocket Watch actually sounds pretty rad, but the thing is that I think I would get annoyed by it, so I would just stick with the Ultra 3, which we have a video coming out, like a little video coming out with that pretty soon. Yeah, no, it's definitely, the idea of an Apple Pocket Watch is interesting. I do have to say that, yeah. So, but I don't know. Is this something that you're going through right now, DJ Techno? Are you like considering about that? I know, a Hero Shark, exactly. Okay, let's stretch a little bit, and then let's start talking about parts. Okay, so we decided to go, it's funny, originally, when I was thinking about this build, like I was gonna do the 8400F, but he just got finished doing an 8400F build. And given that they have a new 9000 series, I think it's the 9500F that's coming out, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something just a little bit more recent. It takes you to AM5, but the one thing I will say, and given that we have 1080p and 1440p gaming in this, if you did want to do 1080p, that's why I went with the 9600X. It's worth just that little bit of extra money that you need to be able to just make sure that 1080p is better. 8400F obviously has limitations at 1080p, so that's why I went with the 9600X and just spent that little bit more money. Now, if you wanted to go to an 8400F, we do have a version of this that that uses a little bit less of a half the money on an air cooler. It goes from $34 to $17, and the CPU drops down. So instead of it being $1,190, it goes to just over $1,000 at $1,090. So if you wanted to go closer to that range, you would still get really good 1440p, but you would see lower 1080p numbers with this. But again, amazing CPU, 6-core, 12-thread. I love these. They're easy to cool, all that sort of stuff, which is why we're using an air cooler to cool it with. And that air cooler is, it's a fan favorite. $34 beast, dude. This thing is 34 bucks. It still blows my mind. This is the Thermalrite Phantom Spirit 120 SE ARGB. Just an incredible tower cooler for $120. I like it. It's easy to install. It just does a really dang good job. It'll do an absolutely amazing job of keeping the 9600X cool, and especially because of the case we're using, which is the Phanteks G370A, which is their brand new budget build, budget case that they debuted at Computex. Comes with 3 ARGB fans. We threw in a black Phanteks fan in the back, which would be an additional $8 if you wanted to do the same thing. It's not necessary, believe it or not, to have the other fan. The other thing I will say, if you do want to add a little bit more cooling potential, and you'll see when we do the thermals and stuff like that, adding a fan to the front, a couple fans to the front to feed it, and then an additional exhaust fan in the back does improve the overall air cooler performance, but it's additional money, so it would just be something if you weren't happy with the thermals, but you'll see the thermals on this are going to be absolutely fine. So nice little extra nugget there. That's what I like to do. I like to give you extra nuggets. Okay, for the Mobo, it's ASUS, so we're going down to their prime boards for B650 are actually white. And we don't really need B850 in this case, but if you wanted to go B850 just to have all the modern parts, you could. B650 is being discontinued, but they're still available right now. So this is the Tough Gaming B650 Plus Wi-Fi. We've used this a lot of times in a lot of builds. It's a great motherboard, and it has Gen 4, all the other things that we actually really care about. So it keeps us in that nice budget place around $1,200, and still has all of the other feature sets that we care about. Wi-Fi 6E, it's got great VRM cooling for PBO and all that sort of stuff. So should you decide you want to push it a little bit, or maybe even upgrade at some point in time to a 9800 XD or 9950 XD, because this is totally a build that you can do that stuff with. That's why we wanted to go ahead and use this Mobo. So great motherboard, good price, and then at the same time, it just has all of the features. I mean, honestly, Armory Crate's been getting better. It's lighter. There's a lot of things like AI cooling and stuff like that come with this that I just really appreciate about using this board. And so I like the feature set. It's great for new builders, and it's worth just that little bit of extra cost that kind of comes with ASUS and all of their kind of innovations and stuff like that. Next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the GPU. This right here. This is the ASUS Prime AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT. One of the things that obviously you guys like to see me do, especially this one doesn't have any real RGB or anything like that, but a lot of times when I choose graphics cards, I have a tendency to pair brand for brand. A lot of times it just makes it easier. The other thing too is that because we're going to be able to use GPU tweak with this, that means we're going to be able to get some additional information off of this, just given ASUS gives a little bit more when they use their GPU tweak stuff. The other thing too is the 9060 XT, great card. It's got 16 gigs of VRAM, so you don't have any of those VRAM issues that we've shown with other competitors. So a lot of times, like even if you're playing at 1440p, lower opportunity for things like texture pop. Again, the one thing is if you're going to play stuff day one and all that sort of stuff, just because developers take time to do optimizations later on, because mostly what they're focused on is the recommended specs. So a lot of times you'll see higher VRAM just makes you able to play day one games at a better rate than if you were to use something that was a little bit more limiting from a VRAM perspective. That's not to say over time, a lot of times these issues get fixed out, but I mean, one of the things is that people sometimes, it's like if you wanted to play like Borderlands 4 or any of these games that just are unoptimized at this point in time, you're gonna have a higher chance with more VRAM, which is actually pretty nice. So great card. Excited to get to show this off. It runs well from a benchmark standpoint and all that sort of stuff. So it's totally worth the money and stuff on this. And again, the card, like, the thing is that even at MSRP, you can get a lot of these cards at MSRP. This was slightly above, just given, obviously, you know, it's OC, so it's a slight overclock in terms of the card. So it's up to you, but there are MSRP versions available from ASUS if you wanted to check those out as well. Last thing, oh, yeah, never mind. A couple more things I forgot. RAM. We're using, Crucial. It's a 32 gig kit at 6,000 mega transfer. No frills, no RGB, anything like that, just saving a little bit of money here and making sure that we get what we need to do. And then we're also throwing in one of my favorite kind of budget drives, the Kingston NV3. It's a PCI Gen 4. It is DRAM-less, but the other thing too is that all in all, it's still got great speed, great reliability, which is one of the things that Kingston's really known for. So should you need to remove and install your drive games a number of times, you could absolutely do that, knowing that you have read-write headroom to be able to make this thing last. The only thing I would just be aware of is, guys, first and foremost is just to make sure that you're being what was I going to say? Completely forgot. It was something useful. Oh yeah, just be aware that the more that you fill in the drive, the less the performance is going to be. So at some point in time, I would definitely recommend, if you were going to do this, if you could go to 2 terabytes or potentially add a second NVMe drive, you could. There are plenty of spaces on this board to add additional NVMe, so you could do up to 3 NVMe drives, which could be, if you did a couple 8 terabytes, you could have 17 terabytes of storage. That seems like almost enough, right? Should be them. Okay, so there's that. And then lastly, I use it because I love it. This is the Corsair RM750E. Just a really good PSU. A, the cables are easy to manage. B, it's got a little bit of cable comb, so you don't have to necessarily use cable extensions to just have something that also looks good. Still $1,000. $1,200 is still a lot of money. So again, if you want to make sure that your build looks nice, and this is just a way of making sure that you have a very clean looking build, and at the same time, this has all the connections to upgrade. Again, if you wanted to, this would be a little cautionary tale, but if you wanted to, upgrading to an 850E just gives you more headroom to upgrade, and then even 1,000 or 1,200 watt, if you wanted to spend a little money knowing that you were going to put another GPU in or something like that in the future, that may not be a bad idea. But again, if you want to if you're budget constrained, 750E is the perfect PSU to pair with these parts in general. So let's just talk a little bit about it, because I do want to give you guys, you're like, Robey, this all seems good, and it was funny because somebody ended up asking the question earlier. They were like, "Oh, the side camera is like in a really weird spot. Can you just push that over near so it frames me?" Yeah, there we go. So the one thing I would say is that that's really worth mentioning, guys, is that one of the questions that kind of came up is like, well, Robey, how do you choose your parts? And one of the things is some of this is just, I've had a lot of experience choosing parts and putting parts together. It's just, there's a lot of cardinal knowledge that kind of comes with that. And so one of the things that I wanted to walk through is, like, when we choose parts, we're looking at things that, from a cost perspective, we wanted to make sure that this is budget conscious. So there's a couple rules that we follow when we do our budget builds. One, we only purchase PC parts from reputable places like from like Amazon, Newegg, Best Buy. We don't buy stuff from AliExpress or anything like that. So again, we just want to make sure that the buying experience is positive. The other thing too is these are only parts that we have tested or used before from brands that we've tested and used before. So companies like Crucial, etc. So we don't sit there and say, hey, I recommend this part, knowing that I've never actually had the opportunity to essentially test it. And the other thing too is that we go ahead and we bench a lot of these things. So we do have testing data and stuff like that that we can pull, so we can actually show you that when we do a PC or a build like this, that it actually performs the way that it needs to. So here you're looking at, this is actually over at Robeytech.com. So if you go to Robeytech.com, you'll end up on a page that looks just like this. And if you go up to budget builds, you actually get a list of our budget builds. And this is the build right here. So this is build 15, and this is the all AMD build. So you can see it has all the parts listed. But here's the more important thing. So here is this build with some games that AMD and ASUS obviously asked us to highlight in terms of their performance. So if you're looking at a game like playing Moonlighter 2, you're looking at 1080p low, you're looking at 314 frames per second. You can get 1080p Ultra, you're looking at 119 frames per second. If you wanted to play Marvel Rivals, you're looking at 205 frames per second at 1080p low, 121 at 1080p Ultra. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, 162 at low, 99 at Ultra. You got Mafia Definitive Edition, 137. We're actually going to show you Old Country today. 137 on low, 101 on Ultra. And then you've got the Hell Is Us 87 on low, and then 61 on Ultra. And the guys, by the way, 202 frames per second at 1440p on Ultra with something like Fortnite. We also know Cyberpunk 2077 is in the 70s on Ultra. So there's a lot of opportunity to play the games that you want to play at the resolutions. And then again, 1440p also good. This is something where you're seeing really, really good 1440p numbers here. Just highlighting this, it's like looking at 206 at Moonlighter on low, and then 1440p Ultra 76. So I mean, just taking a look at these numbers, there is a lot of performance in a build like this, which is really, really cool given that this build is only $1,200. So yeah, there it is. There is your information. So again, if you're looking for a nice quality budget build, this is a great opportunity to spend a little bit of money and get something that has that money go a long, long way. So I hope, let me ask you this, when we do stuff like this, when we show you the information, when we show you the benchmarks and all that sort of stuff, does it help with the build? Do you guys feel like you just don't care and you just want to see the build get built? I'd always like to know, because like we try to put in the work to make this better for you and more relevant, but I don't know if people actually, like, they just like to come and watch Robey like lull them to sleep with his dulcet tones, or if this is something where it's like, hey, you know what, I'm considering a build and this is going to help me make the information. Only 1,200 doll hairs, that's right. Not dollars, doll hairs. Yeah, only 1,200 doll hairs. I wish. Okay, so Chasing You says, I like seeing the numbers. Okay, thank you. We only come for the dad jokes. Building is extra. Fair. Dad jokes are lit. Not gonna lie. Okay, so these are all the things I need for the build. I tune in late, so it helps me see the actual build. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Let's get this started. And the Robey rants, yeah, I know. Those are, people seem to really enjoy those when I finally have a rant. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys, for being here, enjoying the show. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. So, okay, here we go. Let's get our Mobo out and start this build process. Unfortunately, I don't get to throw all the boxes at you because I actually have to take this build apart. Poor Brian doesn't get a dodge for the half of the time. You know what I mean? He really enjoys the dodging.
Less paper cuts.
Yeah. It is a beefy Mobo. A newer MATX case. The Phanteks, what is it? The XT90 or whatever? The micro ATX one that we got from Phanteks. It's the smaller. I've been a real big fan of that. And so, which was actually a really, really nice case. I cannot remember the name off of the top of my head, though.
Is that the M3?
It might be the M3. I don't know. It's downstairs. It doesn't help you guys. You guys are like, yeah, I'm just going to go downstairs, Robey, and take a look. Okay, let's do a dad joke. I already did the stretch, but here's the dad joke. I did one earlier.
Free of charge.
Free of charge, yeah. Free of charge on that one. A slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas. Those are the pirates of the Caribbean.
I like it.
That was actually pretty good. Those are the pirates of the Caribbean. Oh man, I'm saving that one. I'm sending that one to my crew. Okay, there we go. That was good. 8.5 out of 10 on that one. Okay, so yeah, we should have real clicks on the RAM today. So let's get our CPU in. Okay, I was like, this almost looked like a brand new CPU. I was like, well, wait a minute, did we? Jack Sparrow proves, that's good. That was a Friday joke for sure. Man, I fly out to Phoenix today, so it's like, tomorrow. So I am ready to not have to leave. Brian and I, it's been a season for us, guys. It's been a season for us. We have just been go. So I'm ready I have a little bit of a break and then we head to TwitchCon, but yeah, dude, it is a busy time for us here at Robeytech. I'm glad. You're welcome, Turdog. And here we are, Turdog. We're actually doing an all AMD build, dude.
Turdog, did you pop into the stream yesterday? I think we were.
Yeah, we showed your system. Yeah.
Your build.
Yeah, your build was on. We rated your system. I still think we should. It's ITT. Araxness. I still think that we should. I still think that we should do that same thing on our show, like during cable management, just rate. So I think I'd like to see if maybe we do. If you want us to rate your system, rate your setup during cable management, I think that would just be a cool thing to do. You did not get roasted, Turdog. I think you ended up with 4 bananas and 2 croissants was the rating that we gave you.
I think we should also, just to get a good feel for the builds, we should also include like back panel off, like cable management.
Yeah.
Pictures.
I think we need to like build some. So like actually build a rubric.
And also like make people clean their cameras before they.
Yeah, and you.
They're like so blurry.
I like how that's what Brian goes
90% of these pictures are just smeared. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
That's when you know you got Brian right there. He's like, oh, and make sure that your cameras are cleaned, or we don't even look at it. It doesn't even make it through the filter.
Disqualified.
You're disqualified. Okay, here we go. She said 98. 98 right here.
Predictions?
Yeah, she already has the prediction. She's already done. 98 is what she said. Because she wants to cook us, apparently. I don't know. Okay, I think I got this. Is this right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, here we go. It's just black. You can't even see. 96. 96. Next one. Here we go. 99.1. We did it. Finally, Blondie was right. Ah, man, is the rapture gonna happen? Like, what's gonna just, I mean, dude, this has been a big day for Blondie. I don't know if she was ready for that. You know what I mean? So, okay, there we go. That is done. Let's grab our, is this guy gonna calm down, sir? Okay, let's get our NVMe installed. Dude, I can't believe we did it. Who actually guessed correctly? I feel like back in the day, it used to be like a 50-50, and then it just has not been close. So today, some people got lucky winners, I think, is what happened today. So. Oh, he wanted to share his points. Thank you, Sergeant Nobody, for taking one for the team and spreading your wealth to other individuals who desperately need points that really don't matter. Okay, I gotta get my little clipper things out here. This is not coming out the way we want it to. 70% said no, says Blondie. This is all her plan, was to like get people not to trust her. So that way she could finally like take all their points in one significant blow. It's all the beginning of Blondie's world domination. That's what it is. Well, Landsworth voted yes, so that's all that matters. I like how Turdog's like, me trust Blondie? Never.
I feel like she would like overtake the world and then give all authority to her duck.
Yeah, exactly. Beerfish, I'm guessing yes. I think this would run it, but I don't have it downloaded. We'll have to see what kind of time we have. If we can, I'll download it and we can give it a go. Yeah, corner the market on tech tokens. 2, who knows? 3, profit. That's Blondie's strategy right there. The underpant gnomes. I don't know, what would it be like if Blondie's duck ran the world? I don't know, man. Ducks, I mean, like, what do ducks want? Like, how does a duck think? I know nothing of duck mind share or anything like that. They're food driven? Okay, so they're just like us. The end of civilization. I know what the duck wants. Quackers. That's funny right there. Okay, so we got that. Now, Apparently we got to put this in. Oh no, let's put the air cooler. I forgot, we got to put the air cooler on. We have a giant air cooler, Brian. Air cooler time.
Dad joke for the
of
the duck variety.
Oh, he's got a duck dad joke. Okay, here we go, guys. Duck dad joke in cooling.
Seems apropos. So this duck was at the grocery store.
Okay.
Grabbed a little lip balm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he gives it to the cashier, and the cashier's like, "How would you like to pay for this?" And he says, "Put it on
my bill."
It's a little obvious, but you know, it's still kind of cute.
Oh, Canada. They already have Canada Goose down here. Oh, Canada. Oh, never mind. You're not talking about the clothing. Yeah. Blondie liked that one. Yeah. She didn't cry foul. Dude, I think if ducks go to Phoenix, they just burn up. Like, then you get duck à l'orange. Duck à l'orange is a meal. You two are on fire, and as are the ducks. Okay, let me see. I need the AMD stuff here, which is red. AM4, AM5. I wasn't saying dark. It wasn't. Oh man, we're gonna have to go to therapy again. Great. I didn't think I was going that dark. I'm sorry. I need to get my WoW. I need to order my new WoW stick, guys. I still haven't ordered it. Like, then I get to these things, I'm like, man, I wish I had my WoW stick, and then I don't. I'm my own worst enemy, guys. Okay, I guess I'll have to use the Linus screwdriver. Here's the link. I like how she said, here's the link to buy your screwdriver. I know, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that there's the link.
She gives it to you while she knows that you can't actually access
Yeah, I
it.
can't do anything about it.
The taunting.
It's all part of her plan for world domination. This is her psychological warfare right here. I just like the WoW stick, but my WoW stick is dead. I have dropped it a number of times. It's actually pretty durable. I mean, they didn't. I'm not gonna lie. They built a nice screwdriver. I mean, it is a nice screwdriver. It's just there's a couple things that I don't. I wish they had a way to not make the head too big. It's hard to use in like. Yeah, there's certain cases where you just need something like a traditional screwdriver, or we need to use Excalibur, right? So. Guys, we're cranking on those likes. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure you hit those likes over at the over on the YouTubers. Okay, I think I need these right here. I can never. I know this is the right one. It's this one right here. There we go. I'll need this. The rest of this I do not need. Pack it up, pack it in. Yeah, that's really kind of what I was saying. The tight spot situation is the one that I was thinking about. Okay, I can never remember. I want to remember, but I never can. Where, and I've built like so many of these things, and yet I still just don't want to mess it up. Okay, so it goes towards the, okay, it goes towards the center. I was right. Okay, I was second guessing myself. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? First we put the little gummies on. There we go. Oh, I gotta put them on. I like completely missed, dude. Okay, a little gummy time. And then before I start putting all the other stuff on, let's go ahead and throw some thermal paste on. There we go. Yeah. Do you think they're cherry flavored or strawberry, or do you think they're watermelon? Like if you were gonna choose a gummy for gummy flavor, what do you think, Brian?
I think I'd go like a cinnamon, like a spicy cinnamon.
Ooh, okay. That wasn't even a choice, but yeah, he just writes his own rules. Okay, I like it. He's like, dude, I want it my way. What do you guys think? Watermelon? Okay, watermelon would be a good option. I do. I'm thinking watermelon. I used to love the Jolly Rancher watermelons. But I don't know. What's your favorite Jolly Rancher flavor? Do you have one?
I don't know that I have one. Hard candies aren't really my thing.
They used to be for me, but then I became like a taffy guy. What is your candy of choice? Say for instance, by some miracle, Allison's like, go, I'll buy you whatever candy you want, and you can have a night at home watching movies and whatever, the horror films that you watch. And
I think we actually share this one. It's the peanut butter M&Ms. Right?
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
Also, I do love the crispy M&Ms. They're harder to find, but
yeah, those are actually harder to find. Peanut butter. Have you had the peanut butter and jelly ones?
Yeah, they're okay.
I think they're good. Though.
They're not as good.
They're not as good as peanut butter.
Original, yeah.
I think I need a little bit more. It's close, but not quite. I feel like this is not as normal as caramel apple suckers.
Those were awesome. I used to have those all the time.
The other ones that I also really like, the chewable Werther's the Werther's, like the soft caramel ones. Those are good, and they actually have a caramel apple one, which made me think of that. But I like the vanilla cream on those.
Pretzel M&Ms are good too.
Oh, I've only had those once. Those were good. To be honest, I just think M&Ms are good.
Yeah.
I was spreading so hard it was moving the actual whole motherboard. Not my smoothest application, guys. Isn't that for grandpas? Hey, you had a hand in me picking. Oh, which one? Which one did you choose, Colonel? And you are very welcome, dude. That's why we do what we do. We just want to help people, man. I'm trying to think of yeah, you and me are the same. Like the peanut butter M&Ms are like my weakness. Do you just chew them, or do you suck the chocolate off and then chew the center?
I mean, I chew them, but I savor that part.
Yeah.
So that part I linger.
Well, thank you very much for visiting, Turdog. We'll miss you. Thanks for being a part of the show today. Double chocolate, Reese's new. I will say, okay, what's your favorite candy bar? Do you have a candy bar option? Man, another stretch? Okay, let's stretch again. Candy bar. Oh, that actually feels really good, though. I appreciate that. Oh. Do you have a favorite candy bar?
I feel like that's kind of a moving target because my mood changes.
Your mood changes?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a Milky Way. Sometimes it's a Snickers. I think they're both solid.
Mine's the 100 grand.
Oh, those are fantastic, too.
Yeah, those are anytime somebody offers me 100 grand, both in cash and in the candy bar, I'm good on either one of them. Kit Kat Dark, okay. I don't love dark chocolate, but I don't hate it. I have to be in a mood. Like I've had some dark chocolate truffles that I really enjoy, but I'm more of a milk chocolate guy for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. This magnet on this thing is so strong. Again, another thing I'm not the biggest fan of, but sometimes it's helpful. It's just not as all-purpose as you'd want it to be. Kit Kat with Rolo in it, is that even a thing? I have had the wasabi one, and that thing blew my mind, and I couldn't eat for a day. So friggin'.
Have you guys tried the Oreo Reese's mix-up? So it's got Reese's peanut butter in the middle, and it's Oreo cookies.
No, is that good?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't blow your mind, but it's good.
Okay, I like the more traditional. My favorite Reese's peanut butter cups are actually the Christmas tree and the bunnies because the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate is higher. Yeah. So, Pop-Tarts made ice cream sandwiches with Pop-Tart crusts. Ooh,
Interesting.
that could
haven't
be
seen
good.
that.
We did, when we were in Virginia Beach, though, we did partake in the frozen custard. It wasn't frozen soft serve; it was frozen custard soft serve.
And it was fantastic.
It was very good, yeah. So we did enjoy some sweets. Okay, there we go. So that's all good. Let's get our rest of our stuff prepared here. Mr. Big, I don't think I've had a Mr. Big chocolate bar. I don't even know, I've never even heard of that. Rice cakes? Okay. Listen, Joshua, you are banned. Rice cakes.
Must be from Oregon.
Yeah, he must be from Oregon. That's funny right there. Rice cakes? Who says rice cakes? What's your favorite candy bar? Rice cakes? Joshua, live a little, my man. Payday are good too. Yeah, I do like Payday. I can't eat a big one like the small one. There's a lot in a Payday, right? With the caramel and the nuts and yeah, but yeah. Whatchamacallits I do like. I am a fan of whatchamacallits. That's one of those ones that I'll be in a mood for, and then I'll like go to I'll go to a gas station. Because you can't even get them at like a grocery store, and then I'll get like a whatchamacallit, and I'll be like, okay, I'm good for like 6 months. Like, it's not something that I'll eat all the time, but sometimes I'll be like just in a mood for a whatchamacallit.
That's how I am with Chico sticks.
I don't think I've ever had a Chico stick.
Yeah. Basically think like inside of a Butterfinger, but with like coconut and no chocolate.
Oh, okay. That's kind of how I am with KFC. I go and I'll eat there and I'll be like, whoa! And then I'll be like, I'm good for like a while. It was good, but I'm gonna die. There we go. Get that nice and tight now. Circus peanuts. Dude, caramel corn. Like caramel corn and kettle corn is another one that I'll have a moment and then I get done. I'm like, okay, I'm good for a while. But I still enjoy them. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Candy corn is not, that's a lie. Dude, I actually met somebody whose like favorite candy is candy corn. I'm like, really? That's like saying rice cake. It must be from Oregon. I will ban candy corn people. Wow, that is she was very clear on that, guys. Do not like candy corn, okay? Even Org is saying something. Good and plenty. You know what? Okay, so Kevin Darby, our tech guy, likes, I think it's Kevin, my dad also likes Good and Plenties.
I don't mind it.
Some people like them. They're black licorice. I know black licorice can be a polarizing for sure.
I'm not walking up and down the candy aisle looking for it.
Yeah, but if they're like put in front of you and you haven't eaten in 6 months, yeah, I'll eat some. Good and plenty. What's wrong with candy corn? Like now people are gonna get in a fight. Like literally, we're gonna end up on the news. Yeah. Robeytech community goes viral because canceled because of candy corn hatred. Okay, Milk Duds are amazing, and they're one of my go-tos for movies. Like I do Milk Duds at movies. I cannot eat. Okay, even Tom's chiming in here. I can't even eat. I can't eat a whole box though. Like it's like one of those things that because I suck the chocolate off and then I'll have the caramel. But like after like 9, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done. But I'm like one of those people that like my parents always said, don't waste not, want not. So then I feel guilty that I should eat the other box. And then I'm like, so now I'm like, I very happily give them to other people or throw them at other people. Take them out of the box? What does that mean? Ooh, I do like chocolate covered raisins. Dude, taffy is my weakness, man. I love taffy. And I actually am Taffy of the Month. I get the Taffy of the Month from the Taffy Company. And it always brings me joy. Like, I get more excited about that than when I get 5090s. I'm like, yes! But that's probably just because I get a lot of 5090s and I don't get as much taffy as I want. Yeah, the Taffy of the Month Club is a thing, and it's awesome. Yeah, luckily I am not, yeah. So that's the thing, is like, so It really depends. The one that Taffy of the Month for this month, my favorite flavor was caramel apple. They had a caramel apple one, but last month it was Summer Picnic, and they actually had pickle, which was actually interesting. Like, it was better than I thought it was. Wasn't my favorite, but yeah, it was a Robey Taffy or 5090. Yeah, the caramel apple was good. They also had, I'm trying to think, I'll have to bring, you know what, I'll bring the cards every month so you guys can see them. I'll bring it over, because I have an unopened box that's sitting at the house now. But yeah, no, I like the Taffy of the Month thing. Hey, thanks for the subscription, guys. I like how, like, pretty much our go-to here most of the time is just talking about food.
I actually texted Jasmine yesterday. I was like, we're going to get through this whole stream without talking about food, which is like unheard of.
Oh, yeah. And we did, right? Because we were so into that CAPTCHA thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That CAPTCHA thing, like, kind of had us, like...
Our problem is that we start, like, when lunch should be happening, and we just don't eat lunch for hours.
Yeah, I know. What did you bring today? What's your sandwiches today?
It's mayo and turkey.
Okay. Those are good. You have solid options.
Yeah.
Are you a roast beef guy, though?
I do love roast beef. I don't love the price tag that roast beef is associated with.
Oh, I don't.
I usually go turkey, but...
Turkey's cheaper?
Yeah.
I did not know that. This is something I did not know.
Yeah.
I do the grocery shopping, but I have never paid it. I don't think I ever pay attention to the prices. I'm just like, okay, I want this. But I mean, like, we don't go crazy. I pretty much, Brian knows this. I eat the same thing almost every single day.
Chicken nuggets.
No, it's not nuggets. Every morning, it's a Fairlife protein.
Yep.
It's a Fairlife protein shake, and then it's a Jimmy Dean's sausage bowl. So it's like one of their breakfast bowls, so it's just a heavy amount of protein. Lunch is always the same thing. It's the chimichangas. Chimichangas and another protein shake. Dinner is the thing that usually changes. Like, it can be a lot of different things. A lot of it is, I've been eating a lot of, like, spare ribs because they track really well. So a lot of, like, Hawaiian barbecue, which actually does pretty well. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got that now. But yeah, today, it's like this week I just crested 25 pounds down, and then like big muscle gain. So it's just like been going, it's been going well, so it's been fun.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, so just got to keep cranking on it, guys. I got to, you know, it's funny because like Blondie just looked at me and she's like, you're never going to get to mountain. That's actually not true at all. Yeah, I don't know if it's one of those things that people notice, but like, yeah, this shirt is like, like these shirts are like now like very, very roomy, which is good.
I can make you new ones.
Yeah, at some point in time, I will. Yeah, you're just making good choices, which it takes a long time. It's going to be a lifetime of work, and that's okay. It was something I used to do I feel bad because Brian actually gets a notification every time I finish an exercise rig, which is, I'm on like an 83-day streak, like literally 83 days of hitting all three things. And my exercise routine is I do 4+ miles of walking a day, plus I run 5K hiking, and then it's usually either a mile or 2 mile runs plus 3 days of lifting. So it's been pretty good. It's just good. It's been nice and healthy, which is good. Okay. So there we go. We'll get that in there. Just got to keep working on it, guys. Hey, Zenu, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. And then Valorant jumps in and does 15 gifted subs. You guys, wow, thank you very much for that. You did. I really, really appreciate the financial support. And you guys know it goes towards things like cool builds and giveaways and all that sort of stuff that we continue to do. But thank you very, very much for that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to make this so we can easily cable manage it. So that's what we're going to work on here. And what I have a tendency to do is just like get it. I want to keep these. I have a tendency to keep these separate so I can work with them later. So what I'll do is I'll just make like a nice little kind of like, I don't know what else to call it other than like a little sack. I know it sounds bad. A little cable sack here. Make a little cable sack. And then I'm going to tuck that little cable sack into the, I know it sounds, everything I'm saying just sounds bad, but it was not meant to be bad. It's meant to be helpful. But Brian's over here snickering like a third grader. which I appreciate. Brian and I have been friends for a long time, so I know that I've hit a certain mark when it's hit his humor. Okay, and then from here we're gonna take this one. What I did is I plugged this in. Let's go ahead and show this, Brian. So I basically put the splitter in, and then I plugged that into the CPU header right here. So that's what's plugged in there. And then what I'm gonna do here is I've daisy chained these together, which is very straightforward. I'm gonna plug those into one of the RGB headers right here at the top. Now I'm actually going to leave this out because I can take the RGB fans for the case and actually run those in. And then everything else just gets tucked kind of nicely into this little spot down here. So it sits underneath the RAM. And it'll be just a nice clean thing. You won't be able to see that from the top, and then you have a very, very clean looking motherboard. Now our motherboard is essentially done, and we're at the point where we can put it inside of the case. So that's where we're at. Put this away. Your jacket is oversized a little bit. You need a lower size. Dude, Valorant dropping 2 more gifted subs. Justin Jam dropping 5 gifted subs. What is Valorant? I don't understand what Valorant is. Is Valorant just the game Valorant giving subs away to other people? Like, I'm trying to understand, what is Valorant matches? It's September. Oh, okay, well, too bad September's over, but I didn't know that. Thank you. Go Valorant. So we've just got a bunch of gifted subs. So Valorant matches so many subs. I know, I'm not a pro streamer. I am an amateur streamer through and through, guys. Just learning all this stuff. I'm like trying to... Oh, it's just for today. 5 days of bonus subs. Well, guys, thank you very much, because you guys are making the subs go stretch, right? So which is huge. So thank you very much for that. Thank you, Valorant. I was like, I didn't know Valorant watches me build PCs, but I mean, like, hey, they need people to play their game, right? So, okay, so let's get this popped open here. Here we go. Pretty straightforward case. Now, one thing that you will see here, and I want to make sure that you guys are aware of this right here. This did not come with a case. We just grabbed a random, we have a black Phanteks fan. If you wanted to match, you could choose one of the M25 fans. If you wanted to have all RGB, that is an option as well. We just grabbed a regular black fan just to go to the back. Okay, question for you guys, because we can do this. I'll give you guys an option while we're putting in the case and everything else. Do you want me to replace it with RGB? If you want me to replace it with RGB, let me know. There are 30 days of September. Well, yeah, except for I pretty much started paying attention on day 26. So yeah, that shows me I really took advantage of this situation, didn't I? Yeah, Org, it is. It's more expensive by about 20 bucks. This one is, we've actually seen on sale for as little as 50. And this one is like 50 bucks and it comes with 3, not 4 fans, yeah. What did Blondie say? She said RGB. Okay, we'll throw the RGB. Let me go grab an M25 real quick. We'll throw that in there. We'll switch out the fan. We'll make it all RGB, why not? Oh, that's not RGB. That's not RGB. M25 140. Do I have an M25 120? Okay, you know what? We'll just choose one of these. Because I have so many of them. Why not? Well, guys, when you're using a Thermalright cooler, let's use a Thermalright fan. We're going to use the Thermalright C12C-S fans because they like to name their fans after keyboard face bashes, I guess. I don't know. So we're going to replace this with a Thermalright fan. They're nice and inexpensive, which I like. Okay, so let's grab, well, I was going to grab the WoW stick and then I realized I don't have it.
Blondie could put in another link for you.
maybe she, wow, thanks, Brian. There are some people who really like all black. Like, they like the matte black. Thank you very much for all the subs, guys. I really appreciate it. Hey, well, we're doing budget, right? Like it's still not supposed to be that expensive, so yeah. The LTT one is not bad, right? Like it's not you. Some people think it's like it'll replace all of them. It is a great like general purpose, but it does not do everything I need it to do is kind of my point. But it's also not bad. Okay, so we gotta grab this cable out of there. There's our Phanteks fan out. This is just a regular M25 fan. So we're gonna place it with this right here, the Thermaltake. Wow, that was a lot of cables. When you're going budget, but still looks like it's gonna be fine. So we already have the 4 cables there. Hey Tom, can you add on the website just an optional and then just put like Thermalright CES, just so you say optional, so it matches kind of the website stuff? Okay, let's grab this. Oop. What's up, Tech Destroyer? Please don't come and destroy my tech, okay? We're here to build. You're not wrong, dude, DJ. Feels like right now that's what everybody's kind of wanting to do. It's funny because today, I will bring back the WoW stick. I will order it today. Blondie will send me a message. I will put a reminder, and we will have it back on the show soon. But it was funny. I was thinking about it today. We did a $7,500 Shroud system, like that Shroud PC thing that we just did. So we definitely are on extreme ends today. But though both builds AMD, right? So both of them were partnerships with AMD, which is kind of funny. It's like AMD day here at Robeytech. Yep, I forgot to switch up. Came out, no fixing that. Ratchet. Okay, there we go. It's just temporarily right now. It's just because it's a budget build. Dude, that system is legitimately awesome. Distobi. It is crazy, crazy. I get to use it until December, and I'm very excited about it. They did a really good job at that system. It was cool, right, Brian? Brian shot it.
Very clean.
It's very clean. They did an amazing job with the cable management. Like, Main Gear really has a very nice system there. And Shroud, I would be happy if I was Shroud and I was using that system. Listen, Shroud, be happy. Be content with your ridiculously powerful system. So yeah. I think he will. I think he's really excited to get to play with it and use it. So I think for sure he will be excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw this in here now. We now have all RGB fans. They don't match, but they're still RGB. So we'll take it. I think it'll still look good. Okay, here we go. Popping this down. Okay, here we go. Grab our thing here. Put that up a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna slide that in just like that. Looking good. There we go, boom. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together, guys. That looks nice. Okay, let's see here. Just gotta get our screws out. That looks like it. Let's hope this is it. What didn't work in this? I try to. I don't understand the question, VR Mechatronics. I think maybe I missed part of the question, or. Okay, we're gonna screw in the motherboard. Ooh, that's nice. It's looking good. And then we'll get our cable management done. Araxis, I mean, they're actually different kind of systems, like for different reasons, right? The main gear one is way more showy. Like, you know what I mean, with the second with the additional screen, and you know it's a lot more RGB. So it's more of a showcase PC. The Talon is kind of like it's just engineering, right? Like it's just ultra engineering, but it's not meant to be like the super most showcasey PC. And so I think there's a personality in a world for both, and I think that just says something about the personality, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, Yuju's back here. It's not here today. The Talon is. I mean, I use a lot of Talons. I have 3 Talons. All of them get used, right? They're amazing systems. Sounds like the music you hear in a Mexican restaurant. I like that. Oh, it was the motherboard. Sorry. Man, people are really wanting to know what happened to that board. It's gonna get fixed. It's getting the replacement Mobo came in this morning. So we should have an update on that, and we'll have Brian throw pictures on Discord when it's ready, we finally get it fixed and B-rolled and all that sort of stuff. Or I'll put them on, but yeah. Do I have a recommendation for a UPS system? We use, oh my gosh, we use APC, and then we use, APC, and then there's one other brand, and I have them on all my systems, and I really, really like them. What is the difference between a 5 and a Gen? So actually, we just did a question. We just answered that question. It's speed. But the other thing too is that there is no for gamers. You're not going to notice a difference. It's not worth the spend. They're just way more expensive, and obviously it's because the lanes that they use a lot more throughput. This is not his Apex. He changed his to be more like yours, actually. So his is going to be the first week of October. Yeah, Cyberpower. Thank you, Justin Jam. And I have all Cyberpower ones, which I've actually really, really liked. Not to be mixed up with the pre-built company. Making sure I got all the screws here. There's one in the center I can get here. There it is. This is where we use Excalibur because it works really well over here. There we go. Okay, all of that is in. All right, so let's get this out of the way. This also has an anti-sag bracket, I just realized. That's kind of cool. Might have to use that. You know, for 50 bucks, man, like even things like including a little sag bracket and stuff like that is actually pretty cool. There's a lot. Phanteks is just they're a great company, and they have a lot of innovation in their cases, and they give you a lot for 60. It's not as much as like the XT Pro, which is still my favorite budget case, but still, I mean, if you're even more strapped, there is an option here, and it's cool to see options like this. And these are actually pretty well hidden. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, pull this through, and we're gonna work on cable management here on the other side here. It's time to get all this stuff kind of hooked up. So we'll take this, we have our fan, and then we'll do all the other things. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this. This is our RGB. Actually, no, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna start with this. This is our fans. So I got our fans right here. So we'll run this down. Find a fan header down here, of which there's one right there. Plug that in right there. There you go. Fan in. Okay, so that's our 3 front fans we just plugged in. Okay, now we have, let's see, do we have a place? There's one down there. Can I run it down, though, is the question. Can't tell. No, there's no room here. Oh, maybe. Okay, we might be able to daisy chain this, actually. So I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna take this out. Take this out. How many fan headers? I have 1 fan header up here. 1, okay, I have 1 right there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out. And if we go to the back here, let's do it so you guys can see it here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this is my rear fan, and then these are the 3 fans, the 3 Phanteks fans, right? So they're all in here and good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and daisy chain these together. try it. There it goes. There we go. There's our fans. And then I'm just going to run those right up here to the top and then plug this in. Right here, there's a fan header right there. Okay. At the top. There you go. Okay, so that takes care of that. Cool. Now, so there's all of our fans are now hooked up. Now what we're going to do is we have this right here. This is the this is the air cooler. So we've got we got this one. This is our rear fan. That's going to daisy chain into this. So now that's all hooked up. There we go. We're going to unplug this, daisy chain that in. That's the case. I mean, the 3 RGB fans. And now all of our fans are RGB and ready to go. Cool. So that leaves us for connections. We have our front panel header and our HD. So we'll throw those right up under like that and like that. So there's 2 holes there. Flip this around. Front panel goes all the way over here. There's that. And HD audio goes right. There we go. Okay, so we got front panel on the far right, HD audio on the far left here. And that leaves us one more cable right here, USB 3.2. That's gonna go right there. Perfect. And there we go. All of our front panels, all of our fans, everything is all connected now, guys. So now we just gotta make it look pretty. Kapow! So there you go. Now you can see all of the stuff plugged in. Now let's pop it down. Let's get it cleaned up. What I try to do here, oh, it looks like I have a nice little, what I try to do here is I really want to make sure, oh, there's not a lot of tie downs. They were not kidding. Not a lot of tie downs in this case. It's like this really weird. That's interesting. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna literally try and get all of this stuff goes there. So I'll probably go ahead and just put those together. Okay. So let's seal this out. And one thing I think some people are, that's super interesting, guys, is an FYI, is some people are afraid to cut zip ties that they use. Don't be afraid to cut zip ties. You can totally, hey, Figment, thank you for the resub. Gwen Bleed 8769, thank you very much for the subs as well. What was that? What do you mean? What's the problem, Braxel? The thing is that there is a checklist that we have for commission builds, but it's not something we do on the stream. It's something that happens when we're finished with them. Okay, that takes care of that. Go and do this on the other side. Well, it makes it hard because, well, I mean, is there a change that we didn't implement for somebody else? And the other thing too is, remember, commissions are just a part of what we do. Like, we are not, I'm not a PC build house, right? Like, we don't have infinite people and all that sort of stuff. Like, we are, at our heart, we're a YouTube content creation company, right? I try to give people the chance to have their builds built by me, right? And so there's only so much that we can put into it because it's not our primary job. It would be different if my whole thing was just to build commission PCs, but it's not. Like, in the end, the thing that pays the bills is not, we do not make a lot of money off of commissions, right? What pays the bills is all of the stuff that we do with YouTube and making content. Live streams do, but yeah, even these are not, like, these are not the most cache things. I do this because I love it. What change did we miss a change on yours, Apex, Gus? Because I mean, like, your build is going to get fixed. Okay, so that's all the extra stuff. Is there a change that we forgot or something that we missed? Just trying to understand where the check question came in. Why the checklist question? That's right, because Zenu, Zenu has one of our systems, and I'm glad. I just want to make people happy. Like, in the end, that was the same thing I even told Apex. I could call them. I was like, of course I want you to be able to change your build because you're spending a lot of money on this, and I want you to have the system you want, you know? Good. I just want to, like, in the end, it is your money, and it is, I do it to make you guys happy. So that's what I try to do. Very much so. Because, I mean, they're your babies, guys. Like, they're your tech babies. Okay, let's put that right there. Oh, Braxel, it's fine. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. Please don't feel bad. It's like you said yesterday, you know what I mean? Like when we were talking, dude. I want this is your forever machine, you know? Well, maybe not. I mean, maybe you will do one more. Who knows? But the thing is, I want you to be happy, dude. And that is more important to me than worrying about change lists or anything like that. So don't feel sad, don't feel upset. Please don't let something like that ruin your experience with getting a PC built by me. I find it therapeutic. I don't know. I'm weird though. I know it. Brian tells me every day. Calls me first thing in the morning. You're weird. I'm like, wow, that's random.
Wake up, weirdo.
Yeah, wake up, weirdo. That's what he says. Okay, just want to keep that out of the hole here. Wake up, weirdo. Who needs a friend when you have it? Who needs enemies when you got friends like Brian?
Or alarm clocks.
Or alarm clocks. There's a little bit, so I'm gonna just take one more. Sorry, some of this is just to make sure that we don't have, so I wanna make sure, because if somebody decides they wanna follow along with this build, like they're seeing what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is there's little tie downs on the edge here. Let me show it real quick, Brian. There's little tie downs here that I'm doing, and the reason I'm popping things in here, I know it's hard to focus because it's a really small hole, but you can see there's a hole right there. And the reason I do that is it keeps this from popping through, so you can't see the cables run through. So that's what I'm trying to do, is make sure that ends up really clean. A lot of why I put cables where I put them, or where I zip tie where they are, is so there's no cables when you look through the other side. So pretty straightforward thing. And we'll just simply snip them all off. And then we'll put our PSU in, our GPU. There we go. We're looking at time. Oh, there we go, 12:15, not bad. There we go. Okay, so now when you look at the front, you know, you can't see those cable globs going through. This is still not as pretty. I think I'm gonna have to put
Your sack is still showing.
What? Is it really? Oh, it is a little bit, right? I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie that just a little bit tighter so that looks good, but the rest of it looks actually really clean. So I'll put one more zip tie right there. This is just to make this glob of cables taut. there we go. Make that look nice. When all the black is on there and stuff like that, it'll still be nice and clean. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's that. Let us go ahead and throw our GPU in. 9060 XT time. Okay. There we go. Oh, I might need that, sorry, for the GPU sag bracket, just in case. That's why I had it out. Okay, so we got everything out here. Little plastic clip thing. So on the end here, guys, there's actually a little plastic clip. You just like basically clip right off, so it just pops right off. And then these you actually have to pop out, which is kind of weird, but we'll go ahead and take these out. So these are usually attached. They're actually attached to the case. I've already removed them, but FYI, if you are building this brand new, you'll notice that you don't have, those are not there. So you actually have to pop them out, which is kind of strange, but there you go. So they actually pop out. So now we're gonna pop in our GPU. There we go, GPU time. There are other people who have PCs from me. I like how Blondie said, let's do this, and then the only one person respond. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Put that out, perfect. Clean, it's a very clean very, very clean GPU. There we go. Get that in. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Prime card. So here we go, guys. Pop this in. Oh, that's gonna look good. Ooh, it's gonna look good. I might have to use the sag bracket. There we go. I like, you know, they need extras. They need GPU bras. They need GPU bras. Okay, there we go. Let's grab our sag bracket, just get it installed. Just give it that extra lift. There we go. A little extra lift time. So the way this works, it's got a little bracket here. You can see back here, there's a little lift thing right here. There's a little channel. So it goes on the channel and then holds it up. So you have to hold it. On the other side, find the screw holes. There we go. Pretty simple bracket, but functional and useful. go. Okay, now I got that. Grab this. Is that straight, Brian, you think? Is it too high? Huh? Okay. Ow. Ran my face into the case. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now it's holding it. It's not hitting this. There you go. So now you got a nice, flat, straight, secure GPU. You know what we're gonna do over here now, sir? Just gonna grab our little, cover that up. There we go. Perfect. Trying to remember, yeah, the MeshFi 3 doesn't have one. Lee does, but I mean, honestly, this one's like really straightforward, and for literally a $50 case, pretty awesome.
And it's hidden. I don't like a lot of the
Yeah,
sag brackets that are just like sticking out.
Really
the front.
overt. Yeah. Honestly, I love the Maker Kit ones, Braxel. They're really nice. Okay, so now we just need to put in our PSU, which is going to be straightforward, and then we'll show you some airflow, some performance, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so there's this. I love this right here. This is my favorite package. You know what's in here?
Hopes and dreams.
That too, but it's the stuff that holds hopes and dreams together.
Cable ties.
Zip ties. A whole package of them, like a good amount, right?
Yep.
Some zip ties. Okay. We just need our cables here. So we got our, there is our 24 pin. Perfect. CPU. Finally got home, was not safe to listen. Oh, hopefully I wasn't saying anything that was a distracted driver state, dude. And then there is our GPU. How many plugs does this GPU need? Oops. One. Okay, perfect. So we have our one GPU, and that should be everything. Perfect. Throws that in here. Where's my, right there. Need my PSU screws. Where'd my PSU screws at? Right there. Boom, boom. There's screws. And then our actual PSU. Boom, there we go. Okay. Everything's ready there. Looking good. Okay, so now GPU right there. Then we got our CPU right there. And then we have our motherboard right there.
I feel like your Halloween costume this year should have those cables like a wig.
Just because of how much I use them. I like them. Okay, guys, now we're just gonna slip this in here. Easy peasy, dude. That went in so easy. Okay, there we go. Remember, don't tighten it down all the way, just get them started. because if you tighten them down, sometimes it'll adjust and then you can't get it all the way in. You can't get all the screws in. Just want to make sure there's some movement here. There we go. Okay, and then we can just finish screwing them all in once that's in.
That's hilarious. Cable tie whiskers.
That was like a cat.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Sounds like a complicated costume though. Okay. So here we go. Make sure these aren't twisted. First one is, we're gonna take, this is our CPU one. Gonna pop it in this hole right up here. Just like that. Or where you gotta, there it is. And there's only one place to plug it in. There you go. So you can see right there, plugged in right there at the top. Good to go. Get that cable tied here in a minute. Now the cool thing about the Phanteks cases, which I actually really appreciate about Phanteks, is they give you the little slot here in the front. So we're gonna take our CPU, our PCIe one. Looks like this. It's got a split like that. And that's just gonna run right up like this. Plug in right to the top right there. And then now, use this to kind of flip the rest of the cables around like that. Let's put that in just like that. There we go. And then the last thing we'll have is this 24 pin comes right up here to the top here, around. There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, work on just some cleanliness things. So again, make sure things look good. There we go. Okay. Cut those off. And then now we'll just make it tight. Okay, so now on the back, this last cable management done. So this one we're gonna have move over, and then we'll run it right here. And the main reason for this is we just wanna make sure that this ends up being nice and taut. For the front of the case. There we go. Take these out. A little bit of cleaning up here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, streamers, they were hard to work with, yes, but they look good. They're just, yeah, they were just difficult. But I mean, like, again, I don't know how, like, I haven't used them, like, honestly, I haven't used them in a long time, so Apex is kind of the first one that I've done it with. I mean, I did practice with them 4 times working through those things, so I mean, like, but yeah, they're pretty expensive, dude. But I think you have to have the and the other thing too is about the strimmers, is the strimmers you have to have the wireless. They're all wireless now. They don't work with the wired things. So just as an FYI, so you have to buy the wireless hub. So it's more than just that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just do for no reason other than, oh hey, I got one right here. There we go. One more zip tie. Okay, there we go. Remember that place where I said you might have to cut and reuse zip ties? That's what I was talking about. That's why zip ties are cheap. There you go. Now I'm just going to try and make the rest of these look make sure this is really there you go. The longer one here. These are all around the same size. Okay. There we go. Make sure that's nice and taut in the back, front. Okay, there you go. It looks clean from underneath there, right? From the front?
Yep.
Okay, let's clip these. And there we go, guys. Completed build. So here's the front. And I tried to make this look really clean from even down here, so you don't even see that much down below. So just trying to make sure that even this, like even from the front, like this looks like, yeah, even from the front, this looks like a pretty really clean build. So nothing from the front is like, there we go, see? So that looks good. And then obviously the rest of the build actually looks really straightforward, clean, right? This is a little bit, actually, I like watching your thing. What's that? So put that a little bit higher here. There we go. Not really any way to make that look any better, unfortunately. Oh, actually, hold on. I might have a way to do that. Hold on. See if I can do this to make this just look a little bit more taut. There we go. Trying to keep that from sagging a little bit. Just a little attention to details. There's that. Looks good. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's put the parts back in. Give it a go. Yeah, once we put the back on, it usually helps, right? Oh, and then just from the back, let's show here's how it looks from the other side, right? So try to make sure it looked good even on that side too. So nice clean channels. Some of the stuff we did is, this is what I did to keep it taut, like was able to just use that clasp right there. This is all your RGB for your rear fan, RGB for your cooler. This is all your mainstay cables, and then here's all your PSU stuff here. So and there we go. Okay, guys. Okay, let's count our zip ties. Let me put the, we'll count our zip ties real quick first, and then we'll put the rest of the build together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Even. It's even today. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had even. It was 15, guys, not 9. Yeah, lethal work. The non-X versions are great, honestly. And yeah. Okay, here we go. Throw that back right there. So that should make, like, it's just gonna make the case look so much. Like, once you put the black in, once you put the back on, it just looks, you know what I mean? It just looks so clean. Now you just don't have that light coming from the other places, so it just really just kind of adds with the overall, like, just professionalism of it. Okay, so we're gonna jump over real quick. And just wanted to sit there and cover this real quick, so we'll jump over to capture. Yeah, go ahead and do capture, yeah. So going capture, one thing I do want to let you, because I meant to cover this on the Apex build, but VIP-CDK deals is back, right? You're back. You can basically pick up copies of Windows now. So here we are, VIP-CDK deals. So say for instance you get finished building a PC like this, if you were going to get up a copy of this, if you were going to buy this and if you were going to buy this and end up paying for Windows, it would cost you $150 or $200 over at someplace like Newegg or Best Buy. But here at VIP-CDKdeals.com, you can pick up a copy of Windows 11. Here's Windows 11 Pro for $33.02. But if you hit buy now and use code RBCK at checkout and hit apply, what was $33.02 drops all the way down to $23.11, which is a significant saving. Now, again, these are OEM keys, which means if you change your motherboard, etc., there is a chance that you may need to redo the key. But you'd need to buy 5 of these keys in order to take up the price of one of the keys if you were going to purchase it over at Newegg. So a significant savings. The other thing too that they also have is not just Windows, but they also have Office 365, which we actually use here. So if you take a search for Office, maybe they don't have Office right now. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Office, there you go right there. So you can do Office 2019 or Office 2016. So you can pick up a copy of Office. These are usually much more expensive, $76.84. But again, if you're gonna buy Office 2019, which means now you don't have to resubscribe, Use code RBCK at checkout, hit apply. Again, $76 drops down to $53.79. Now, we've literally had thousands and thousands of people here at Robeytech who've purchased copies of from there. So pick them up, VIP-CDKdeals.com. Amazing place to pick up copies of Windows, and then save yourself some money when you're already trying to save some money on something like this. So again, there it is, the full build. Remember, guys, head over to robeytech.com/budgetbuilds. Right, and here at Budget Builds, so if you're joining us now, because there's quite a few people who've joined us since then, if you head over to the Budget Builds, what you'll notice, I don't know why I did that. Oh yeah, so if you go here and then click on Budget Builds, Budget Builds, click on this one right here, you'll actually see all of the parts, right, for this build itself, as well as performance metrics for certain games and a link to the actual stream itself. So it shows you all the parts and even takes you through the step-by-step guide that we just did here on the live stream. So if you're gonna build this PC yourself, you can go here and it's very, very easy to find, and it shows you how it performs at both 1080p and 1440p. So it gives you a great idea. If this is a system that you wanted to do and wanted to buy yourself or build yourself, you could absolutely do this just by heading to robeytech.com/budgetbuilds, clicking on Build 15 and selecting all the parts. So that is it. You guys ready to turn it on? Ready to break the curse? That's what I'm saying. We're gonna break the curse. Okay, so let's shut this down.
Robey told me earlier that he was gonna break the curse or break my face, so.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna feel really bad if it doesn't turn on. I'll be like, we put ourselves in a pickle because you said I was supposed to punch you, and I don't want to do that. That's not very kind. Okay, so here we go. Pop this right here. There it is. Will it post? Now I could say you could actually, honestly, vote against me, and it may pay off. Okay, guys, and we're grabbing our ASUS amazing tools here. We have our RG Azoth, which is like one of my favorite keyboards. I have like 6 of these things, and then of course also the Harpe Ace mice. So we're gonna throw that stuff out. This is how we're gonna do our benchmarking and stuff. So I'll pop these in here. There we go. Turn that on. Turn that on. I didn't hear it turn on. Oh. Oh, man. It would help if I actually got this in the right. Okay, doing it from the side is hard. There we go, okay. Sorry, didn't plug that in all the way. There we go. Oh, so one thing I do want to show you, if you can zoom in down here, is when I originally plugged this in, guys, it actually goes, there's actually 2 sets of pins here. So I had it on the far right side, it's actually on the far left side. So I actually just had it plugged into the wrong place, and it was only at the top, which is why I was able to plug in. So anyway, it goes all the way to the left next to the fan header, not to the right. So that was actually just a mistake on my part. Okay, now we just wait. It's on the red. Oh, that's good. Went off the red. We're still waiting. He's got it on capture. There it is. It is posted. Yay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hit yes. Okay, we're gonna get ready to okay, hit F1, jump in. There we go. Okay, now go ahead and hit, we're gonna turn Expo on. Go ahead and hit F10, yes. Okay, so there we go. Now we're just waiting for Windows. Back to normalcy, guys, back to normalcy. And of course, you know what, given this is ASUS and AMD, we gotta make this red, right? Like it's just gotta be red.
We should almost have one of those tickers that they have for like, you know, no injuries on the job
Yeah.
kind of thing, where it's like, you know, no failed
It's
post.
been this many days since we've not had a PC post. Thank you, by the way, guys, everybody for voting with me. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you. I like that nobody voted no, so that was a good thing. Okay, we're gonna pop this in here because it's gotta go through Expo, which takes a little while. Just gotta be patient here. This is like the patient part. Training can take so long. I do like the RGB on this though. It's like very mesmerizing. Do this. Sometimes I just do this. Now we wait. Looks good though. How are we doing likes on YouTube, by the way, guys? Is it going? Oh, it looks like it went through. It's white now. Oh yeah, there goes green. There it is. It's posted. How are we doing likes on YouTube? It's posted. 103, guys. Remember, guys, we still got. Oh no, it takes a little while, yeah, because it went to DisplayPort first. Okay, so there we go. We are in Windows now. Duplicate this displays. Keep changes. There we go. Okay, so we're at 2560 by 1440. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is load up Armory Crate. We'll make it red, let it do all its updates, all that sort of stuff. It's posted. Okay, so we're at Tough Gaming. Update now. Update now. It's updating all the updates now. Update now. It's like, okay. Okay, so let's go to Aurasync and infer this so we can actually have Brian. Okay, let's do, I guess we'll just do static, I guess. But I feel like Armory Crate, we have some opportunity here. Let's do background, let's do, maybe a little bit of orange here. So do like AMD and, what do you think of that? More red?
Yeah.
What about that? Just a little bit of, I'm getting a little bit of cycled color in there, you know what I mean? There we go. That was good. There we go. Okay, I'll let you shoot some B-roll while we do the other stuff. Brian showing you now the finished build. Just did like one little bit. That is not helping you at all. There we go, guys. Beautiful. $1,200 1440p and 4K rig right there. Sorry, 1440p and 1080p rig right there. And oh, can we see? Blondie goes, can we see his B-roll? Yes. Hold on, Blondie. He was tied up. There it is. That looks so good. Again, very, very clean all the way across the board. Not 4K, Rexus. It was me just being dumb. I completely said that wrong. Do not listen to me. I do not know what I'm talking about. There we go. I think it looks great. And then we'll show you guys some airflow stuff here in a second, and then we'll let Brian go. How far do you think a PC has to be? How far do you think a PC has to be off the ground? What do you mean by that? I'm trying to think of. Yeah, Brian is a master at his craft. He is very good at what he does. Okay, guys, everybody say bye, Brian. Oh no, we got to show airflow real quick. Okay, we'll get airflow doing. Okay, so I got to throw glass on now. There's no peel, unfortunately. There we go. There is the build. Okay, let's do Cinebench. Accept. We haven't run our thing, but I want to just let Brian, so we'll do 10 minutes there, starting this up. That was weird. Oh, let me open hardware info. I don't know what our temps are. Oh, dude, it's like 56. It's not gonna run very. It's not gonna run very fast, but it'll still pull air. But it's like it's only at 56. So it's like not even close to like being warm. Okay, well, here you go. You can still see it blow through. So it blows it right through. The bottom one is pulling the air right there. There you go, just blowing right through. And then you can see as we go higher up, it's being pulled more by the air. That gets into the GPU, that goes up into the thing, but it's like a lot of air going through this case pretty quickly. Now, if the fans were spinning faster, it'd be very different. Wow, it's very smoky in here now. But even if we jump over, we can jump over to, we can go over to capture here. You can see right here, look at our temps, dude. It's 58. Like no problem whatsoever. This thing is having zero issues whatsoever cooling this. So you could enable PBO, all that sort of things, and have no issues whatsoever. There is no issue. Braxel, no, it doesn't. So no issues whatsoever with running on this system at all. So yeah, there we go. We're not even like stressing. Not even stressing this this cooler. Okay, so just going to stop that. Let this finish. I'm going to reboot the system. Yeah, this thing has got plenty of airflow. Josh says, Brian, come have a rice cake sometime. Brian just laughed at you.
I mean, if you got some tricks up your sleeve and you're slathering it with like chocolate and peanut butter, I mean,
he's all about it.
Yeah.
If you make it completely unhealthy, he's all about it. Okay, let's throw a GPU tweak on so we can show some stuff running on. with sprinkles. There we go. Direct all. There we go. Okay, let's go to Fan Expert finally. Oh, I'll run it. Oh, I'll run it. Auto tuning. Let's open up Steam. Library. Steam's settings. Library, don't show ready to play streamable games. Boom. Okay, so we got, let's show, okay, we'll try. I don't know if we'll be able to get it done, guys, but I'll try. Borderlands. I'm sure it's gonna run. But I don't know if it'll get installed in the amount of time that we have. Okay, letting this do its thing. There we go. Gotta wait for the other part to finish. There it goes. I'm gonna try. I mean, I don't know how, I don't, guys, it's like, if it's not a GPU issue, it's a game issue, so we'll have to see. But, I like how Raxus is like, Borderlands 4, are you sure? Oh, request for a dad joke, what happened? I was gonna tell a time traveling joke, but you guys didn't like it. That's pretty good. Brent's like, that was not as good as the other one.
It was still pretty good.
It's still pretty good, but it wasn't as good as the other one. Okay, so we got our fan curve now. I'm guessing that I need to do. Yeah, I just realized that we're on the AIO, and that's why these fans are running at max. So we could actually put this because it's not. There you go. That's much better. Because I'm running the fans off the AIO pump. So it's, yeah. Nah, it's much quieter now. Okay, so we can restart this. And then we'll have GPU tweak, and then we'll be good. I remember forgetting that joke. You did. Okay. Okay. So let's see where we are on Steam. Okay, so let's go to Steam, settings, downloads, allow downloads during gameplay. Okay, so let's go to library, home, go to play. Let's check out Mafia: The Old Country. By the way, guys, I finished this game. Oh, I just realized that I need to. Let GPU tweak finish its thing first real quick. I'll exit out. I finished this game during QuakeCon. It was so good. I did, look, it literally says, like, I have proof. I can show you in Steam. So you go to Library, Mafia Old Country, you go to the achievements, completed the story on any difficulty. Proven. Not a tall tale. There it is. Look, you can see, August 7th I started, and then I finished it on August 9th. So I played it for and it took 16 hours. Where is GPU tweak? This game is so good. I might have to restart again, but we'll let the shaders generate and then we'll restart. Generation. What time do they start? Blondie. It's done 10,000 shaders. $12,000 shaders, 13,000 shaders. One more shader, the last shader takes forever. Okay, so let me go to quit, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna restart this because I want GPU tweak to work so you guys can see performance numbers. We almost have half of Borderlands 4 downloaded. What shade did I throw? Jack? Hit the road, Jack. I didn't know I was throwing shade. I didn't mean to throw shade if I did. It was unintentional shade. Okay, let's make it more about the system here. You can see the beautiful PC that we're testing. Okay. Oh, about the shaders. I got it. That was pretty good, actually. I like it. That was good. That was good. That was a good one. Okay, there we go. So we got that now. We now have our stuff. Allow. So now I can turn on the OSD. Let's go to OSD. Just want to make sure we see what you're supposed to see. Preview. doing something. Do. Let's close it. That's GPU tweak stopped. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, let's go to OSD. Is Steam running? I couldn't do that. I could do the Steam. I could do the Steam overlay. It just doesn't have CPU temp. I might just have to see if it works. Steam running? Oh, Steam's running. There's Steam, okay. All right, so let me see if I open up GPU Tweak now, if it'll just run. Instead of trying to look and watch it myself. Okay, it's open. Borderlands 4 is downloading. Let's try Mafia. Okay, there we go. Hey, here we go. There we go. Okay, good. So now we got it. Yay, we can see performance. So there's Mafia Old Country. Let's take a look at what we got for settings. It's not giving me CPU, which is interesting, but this is more about the GPU anyway. Okay, so let's check options, see what it set it for. Settings, graphics. So it says Borderlands 2560, unlimited auto detect. Let's do FSR. Upscan mode quality, frame generation off, motion blur off, and everything is at, let's try, okay, everything's at high. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, we'll do chapter replay. Well, we can just explore. Okay, so we'll just do open world and just kind of check it out. I needed to check if VSync was on. So this is Mafia Old Country. This game is really, really good. Like, very, very, very much. So right now, let me check our settings. Make sure VSync's off. There we go. There we go. So we're getting 94 frames per second. This game is beautiful, by the way. I'm trying to remember. I want to go out here. Oh, I need to go out the door. I was right there. It's a story-driven game where you start like in the mines, and then you of course work your way up through the. That's where you want to work your way up through the criminal as a criminal, and then eventually like it's got a plot twist and all sorts of stuff. A really, really, really cool game. But I mean, like literally just a very beautiful game, though. I guess I can't ride this horse. Okay, I gotta go find a car. So let's go to... There you go. Go over here. So again, we're getting 80 frames per second, which is beautiful. There you go, let's grab a car. There you go. What the deuce? That's weird. It won't let me go forward. Okay, let me try this one then. That was weird. What the deuce? Why can't I not? Okay, I can drive backwards, but I can't. It will not let me drive this car right now. I'm really doing a good job of showing off this game. What is going on here? That's so crazy. It's like it's definitely not. Okay, let's try not a race car then. See if it's just any of these ones. It's like they're broken in the game or something. Wow, that's weird. Okay, let's just get on a horse then. Apparently I can't drive in a car, guys. If the horse doesn't go, I'm gonna be like, what the deuce? Just let me ride. There we go. Yeah. This is just open world. I just want to show 75 frames per second out here. 1440p, by the way, right? So we're really stretching this here. And again, this game just came out at QuakeCon, so it just gives you an idea of just how good this looks. I did have gas in it, guys. Let me see if I, oh, let's go, is it here? No, it's, that's my house. It's like right here. Let me see if maybe he'll let me drive a car. There's another one here. It wasn't even going straight though, and even if it was like reverse, right? Okay, let's try this one. Wait. Okay, that was get out. Okay, hold on. I'll see if it was dry, but like it's like pretty straightforward. Accelerate. There is no. I can drive backwards. Just the cars are not working. That's so weird. But anyway, Mafia Old Country showed you the performance. It's gonna be great. It's an awesome game. I don't know why the driving's not working right now, but if you want to check it out, it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, let's go to options. Quit. Yes. Okay. Guys, it wasn't a controller settings thing. It literally just said accelerated. Like it wasn't even at 1, it would still need to go. Get a Cadillac. Okay, so let's just check some Cyberpunk 2077. I think this has FSR 4 now. It's a great game, by the way, guys. I know I'm not showing you very well, but it is. Oh, I have to hit play. Letting it load. Real quick. What is that in the middle of the screen? Oh, I bet you that's GPU tweak. Oh, I bet you that's this. All right. Almost got Borderlands. Okay, there we go. Continue without account. Play. And Borderlands is installed. Great game if you hate driving. Exactly. I was using a controller. Blondie. But it was not set to manual shift. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like I can look at it. I mean, again, it was really just to show performance, and even with the horse, it showed performance. But I played with the controller at played with the controller at QuakeCon, and I did not have anything like that. So maybe if it's weird that it would just change on me, but maybe that's something they did. The game does have a lot of horsepower. Okay, so let's see if FSR 4 is in here, because that'll be interesting. Settings. Graphics. Okay, so we have FSR 3. So no FSR 4 yet. Says 3. So we don't have the FSR 4 yet, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we'll do FSR 3 with ray tracing on to see how it runs. This is at 1440p with FSR. There is an FSR 4 patch coming. They're just waiting for it to come from AMD. It just hasn't come out yet. And then this will support FSR 4, so this will look better. But still, I mean, 93 frames per second with ray tracing and everything is good. Hey, Do the Drew, thank you for the raid. This is, I can look at, I don't remember what the FSR is set to. I can look. You can run it one more time. That doesn't look as, I mean, it's, I don't know. That was a weird stutter. I should have paid attention. We'll run it one more time. So it was FSR, it didn't say. Okay, let's go to settings. Yeah, add auto. We'll take it at balanced, apply. Let's do ray tracing ultra. It really doesn't want to go to 3, does it? There you go, balanced. Okay, so here it is. FSR 3 at balanced with Ray Tracing Ultra. But still, that's Ultra at hitting 60 FPS. So you could drop the ray tracing down if you wanted to get over 60, but I mean, like, still, for a $1,200 build, doing 1440p with ray tracing like this, yeah, there you go. So that's clear. Yeah, it looks good, right? Not bad for $1,200. Not bad for a $1,200 system at 1440p with ray tracing and ultra. Sitting, it's. Yeah, I would probably change ray tracing down to medium, 62.81, just to make sure you get that really good 60 FPS experience. And then, of course, it's going to be exciting to see what that's like with FSR 4. Okay, so there's. Yeah. Let's take a look at Borderlands 4, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so we'll go Borderlands 4. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to find a setting for this one, but we'll see. Waiting for it to load. There we go. Oh, we're getting 19,000 frames per second. Compiling shaders. Everybody's favorite game. Just got to take its time. Okay, still compiling. Oop. I don't know what it's saying. It's probably because it's compiling shit. It's probably like, what's going on? Best game. I really enjoyed Mafia, Old Country. I'm trying to think. Dude, I have to go back and think about what games came out. I really like Peak. That was a lot of fun. I mean, the game I played yesterday, which was Dying Light, that was super cool. I'm trying to think, what are the games that came out? I'm the same place I was last time because I'm saving it for the keyboards and gaming streams. I want to play this game more, though. I mean, I have the system for it. Silent Hill is not going to be that's not my cup of tea. Just not a scary person guy. That looks really bloody. Oh, Expedition 33, yeah, dude, that game was amazing. I know a lot of people like Blueprints. And hopefully we'll be playing here soon. Dead by Daylight. Expedition 33 is probably really high up there, Araxnus. Right now I've been playing the Outer Worlds. That's been my current one that I'm trying to get through. And then I need to go back and finish Final Fantasy, and then I gotta finish the 2 Final Fantasies. So I have my list that I'm going through. Okay, so let's sit there, continue. I don't know what setting it's currently set to right now. You're talking about the benchmark stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I always have lots of games. I'm so excited about Outer Worlds 2.
Could it be? My savior? My chosen hero sent from the starry beyond? I said, are you my chosen hero sent from the starry beyond? It's a simple question. Yes! Hello, Peach.
Okay, so we're at 80 FPS right now. Let's look at the settings. So it's at full screen, no frame rate limitations. Field of view, let's look at advanced. It's at medium settings, so it's at 80 frames per second medium settings at 1440p, which is perfect. Honestly, the auto detect did a really good job.
What's your whole deal?
I'm Rafa. And my whole deal is that your friend RJ just helped me break out of prison. He told me to find you.
RJ, my #1 recruit, most promising gold hunter I know. We'd be lost without him. Actually, where is he?
He didn't make it.
Huh. Bummer. Say, have I mentioned how promising you look? Welcome to the Crimson Resistance, new RJ. Oh gosh, there's so much to do. Let me give you the tour. We've got everything we'll need to free this planet. A couple shacks, a banner. Oh, complimentary hot dogs.
A banner.
Ta-da!
So yeah, this is running well. Let me look at let me look at the settings. This is running, it's running auto detect TSR, so it's not even using FSR. So we could go to FSR, say it quality. So native is, I can turn on native. Let's hit apply settings. Native's 50, 40-50 at medium.
I set up our recruitment center on this
But we can go to, oops.
because it's
But if we go to options and turn on FSR, which feels like the better play here, run it at quality, see what that is. That's 81.
not because I was stuck or scared. Not a ton of applicants lately, but I knew it was just a matter of time. So much time. Take some hot dogs.
Ooh, hot dogs.
These are batteries.
They're complimentary. You're supposed to compliment.
That's funny.
Rude. Ah, whatever. Look, I got it hard out here. All my top dogs got eaten by those psychopathic rippers higher up on the beach.
Calmate, okay? I can take care of your Reaper problem.
Really? I mean, really good job showing initiative, rookie. Come on, there's this way. We're headed to that old order broadcast tower. I was gonna use it to send out a planet-wide recruitment message, but I couldn't get up the elevator without getting taken apart by rippers.
Yeah, this seems to be running well.
Hey, look up there! Flying rippers! The star's mine! Splat it again! Keep trying, tweets! Clear out these rippers, rookie! Come and get us, pangolin suckers! His one robot army brought a +1 to 4 to this hootenanny!
That's a bit too good, Ray.
I mean, it seems fine.
Nice work, rookie! As always, murder is the best solution to any problem.
That sounds like something Brian would say. Murder is the best solution to any problem.
What are those guys doing?
They're stuck down here too. They've been trying to use glide packs to reach the top of the tower to escape, but mostly they've just been splatting against the wall. Hey, you're splat resistant, right?
What's up, Woodward?
Maybe you could steal a glide pack and fly across to get the elevator running.
Yeah, we ran a little early today.
That new echo device you got can show you where to go. Good thing he's useful because he is definitely not cute or marketable. I'm gonna stick over here by the tower. Ooh, all these dead guys had a ton of trash on them.
Oh. Okay, I didn't pay attention to any of that. You supposed to open this, or? Yeah, this seems to be running well. So there we go, guys. So there it is. That is, we showed you the full game. We showed you the full build, showed you the parts, showed you the cost, showed you the performance, we showed you the thermals, we showed you performance in other games. And all in all, what I said is we have a really, really great system for what is essentially $1,200 that does great at 1440p, does great at 1080p, does great at Borderlands 4, which was kind of a nice surprise. Yeah, all in all, very, very impressed with the quality. And then again, if you guys want to check it out, head over to robeytech.com/budgetbuilds. Again, huge shout out to ASUS and AMD for sponsoring today's stream. And thank you very much for everybody for tuning in a little bit early. Sorry it was early for some folks, that some people missed out. But we will be back next week on Friday. There is very few streams next week just because of ITT, but we'll be back next stream on Friday. And then we'll be back to regular streams for a while after that, which will actually be great. So we got some great ones coming up from Corsair. We got some great ones coming up from, actually from ASRock and some other ones, so it should be really cool. Anyway, guys, have an absolutely amazing rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys on the next stream. Bye, guys.